Your children will follow the examples and not the advice. It is universally accepted truth throughout the globe, irrespective of the culture, religions, and the geography. Everywhere it is applicable. And that's why it's rightly said that your kid will do half the things you are doing right and will do double the things you are doing wrong. And that's why, as a parent, we need to be very much cautious to do the right things in front of our children. And if we become immoral in front of our children, they will learn immoral lessons in their life. And it's rightly we can say that you do good, your child is in mood. You do bad, your child is mad. So what you are going to do, good or bad? My question to you. Let me tell you one story, one real happening in my locality when I was young. My next door neighbor was Dr. Uncle, and husband and wife both were doctor in Coal India hospitals, in the Eastern Coalfields Limited subsidiary hospitals. And the doctors were very well behaved and they were so generous they used to attend the patient in their quarters as well. And the little child they had, he used to observe all those things. And one day they left their child just giving the responsibility to their servant. And I was observing that that little child just put the toy stethoscope in his ear and just testing the little pillow about the health. That means nobody has trained him, but he has followed. And he has followed the source of what his parents used to do. And later on, after long years, I have heard that their child has become also a doctor. It's a quite common examples. We can see that kids of the doctors are becoming doctors, particularly in West Bengal or in India. Everywhere it's applicable. Let me tell you another example. It happened in our house. When I was studying in class 6 or 7, at that time, because of some accident in colliery, underground mines, my father was very much tensed because my father was a mining survey officer. He used to make the plan where the production is going on. But unfortunately, in some phase of that production of the mines, big chunk of coal has fallen down. It was not his fault. But thing is that he was the person to answer what was wrong in the plan and what was in the plan to get the productions. And that's why he had to engage long hours. And even in the home also he used to keep all the papers and even the plans to do something drawing and put something reports. And he was so tense at that times, he used to take a lot of cigarettes. Earlier he was not there. And at that times I observed that he just turned to be the chain smoker. And sometimes we were the silent sufferer to become the passive smoking. But one of his colleagues who was in the production line, so he advised my father not to smoke because smoking has not provided any relief in the mental things, but the psychology who will make him understand. But anyway, he just heard the advice and he used to go outside. But later on, after prolonged advice, he just threw away his addiction towards cigarette. And we all saved. But one day, I used to say that my younger brother, he was too young at that time, 5 years old. So he used to imitate the actions of smoking with his pen like this. So my mother was very worried about it. My mother also had just requested my father not to do that things. So it is the quite reality what you know. And that's why you do good, your child is in mood. You do bad, your child is in mad. And to follow the suits of that example, sample examples, we must be very conscious as a parents not to do any immoral things in front of them, and not to do anything from our conscience either, because whatever we are doing in the subconscious level, whatever we are thinking, it is very much reflected from our outer appearance. It is also very bad, and in a tacit way they will also understand the little child, because they have their imagination power and they have their observation power a great, and that's why it's always better to give something great things as an example to follow the suits of their parents. So, to say that you do good, your child is in mood. You do bad, your child is in mad. Choice is yours. What will you do? Ball is in your court.